Rachel. Today is my Q&A as to why did I decide to do this video blog. What's my drive? What are my expectations? What are my motivations? So without further ado, let's jump on in. Question 1. I am doing this video blog because I realize that there are a lot of young women, African American women, who are out there who have the potential to be so great. They have so much inside of them. They have such great talent and opportunities, but their presentation is a little bit off. And because their presentation is off, they're not as well received, and the success that they pre-vision in their minds is not manifested. Basically, there are a lot of educated young ladies out there. Their drive is great, their motivation is great, but they don't have the skills in order to be as great as they see themselves. I see myself as one of those people, or saw myself as one of those people. And of course, I'm still growing every day. I'm still learning new things every single day. Literally, not one day passes by when I don't learn something new about how to act in business, how to respond to people in business. I'm always fine-tuning myself. That said, however, I did grow up in a household where my mother was a dressmaker. Later on, she became a janitor at a school or a custodian. My father was a carpenter and finished grade school. And I didn't have a lot of opportunities to learn about business interactions. I didn't have someone there to teach me about how to act and how to conduct myself. And so a lot of the information that I know today, that I learned today, is because I learned it the hard way, because I took time and I watched others and I modeled myself after others, or because I was in the right place at the right time, or sometimes the wrong place at the right time. And I learned things and I said, oh wow, this is how you do that. Lastly, I learned a lot because I got criticized a lot. So that's how I learned. And so I just felt like I needed to teach others some of the things that I had to the hard way, so you don't have to make the same mistakes. Also, I have 2 daughters and I have 1 son, and I want to be able to impart into my children things that I had to learn the hard way, so they don't have to walk that road. And so because they don't have to walk that road, they can learn higher level things. Okay? So that's why I'm doing this video blog, is because I want to impart what I've learned, so that way you don't have to make those same mistakes again. Who am I? Let's see. I would consider myself to be an entrepreneur. I'm a mother. I'm a wife. I am a big dreamer. I am extremely motivated to make a better life for my child or for my children. I am diverse, multifaceted. But last but not least, I feel like the one word that sums me up the most is that I am loyal. I have this idea that if you're loyal to me, then I'll be loyal to you. And sometimes I'll be loyal to you even when it's not returned, but that's just who I am. So that's how I express myself. That's what I believe about myself. How did I become an entrepreneur? I believe my decision to be an entrepreneur was not truly my decision. It was something that was already inside of me. It's what I've been exposed to. It's what I've always known. And so it only makes sense for me to pursue it. When I lived in Jamaica as a child, my brother and I, we used to do little chores for other people in the community so we can gain money. And we would do, after we got the money, we would basically create a business shop. And I've mentioned this before, that in the shop we would sell candy and gum and chips and little juices, and we'll flip that profit around and we would start, and we'll not start, but we'll buy even more things. So being an entrepreneur it's always been a part of me. Then when I came to America, and I went off to college, I would do people's hair. And in doing people's hair, I was able to earn money so I can buy food and gas for the car and pay the utility bill. I would just braid hair in college. Later on, I started to make my own candles, and I would sell my own candles. And I sold enough candles that I was able to pay for a whole, for the money, the deposit that I needed for one of the semesters of my school. So as I look back over my life now, I can see where the pace or the course was already laid out for me to be an entrepreneur at this level. Even though I never thought that I would be at this level, but the plans were always there. They were always there. And then when I left Tennessee, my goal was that I was going to come to Florida and I was going to create this business. And eventually, it took me a couple of years, but I'm doing it now. So I guess being an entrepreneur really wasn't a choice. It was just always there. It was always inside of me. I never second guessed it. I just did it, and I never put a name to it because I thought I was just doing what needed to be done. Also, I'm from a background where it's entrepreneurism is that's just what it is. My mom, she was a dressmaker. My father was a carpenter. He still is. My brothers, they're carpenters and things of that nature. So it just came naturally. So yes, that was the whole thing about me becoming an entrepreneur. It was already there. Would I ever change being an entrepreneur? No, I would not, because the thought of going to work for somebody else after being independent for so long, it's not, nah. Couldn't do it.